Oh shit. Oh shit. Gameplay leaked. Oh my god. I'm streaming. Wow, look at me go. Yeah, I'm playing the garden right now. The pest update came out earlier today, I think. If I don't remember completely wrong. Also, I have a 50% bonus pest chance. Let's go. Where is... Oh, it's miscellaneous, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Garden update came out. I'm just gonna be farming a little bit, talking about my thoughts about it. Um, yeah. Currently, I don't have like too much interesting stuff to say probably, but I do actually enjoy farming significantly more with this pest update, just because it's a little bit more active, and I'm this type of person to actually play actively instead of like play while I watch a movie or something. I'd rather not watch a movie when I watch a movie, and play video games while I play video games. But yeah, I'm just streaming a little here. Yeah. Overall, I haven't done too much. I've kind of just booted up. I've gotten myself a hyper vacuum, which is kind of interesting. I'm also very like my farming skill is quite bad. So yeah, that's something. And yeah, overall, I'm garden level 10, and I really don't have good stats at all. My farming fortune is pretty bad. For about for quite a few reasons. Mainly, it's still using crappy armor, stuff like my Lotus gear being quite bad. Obviously, I'm using like a rare sugarcane hoe. It's not even max tiers. My mushroom cow is only level 85. I have quite a few reasons why. I don't have any pest boosts right now. And yeah, generally my garden level is, or my farming level is also quite bad. I just got 32 today. Yeah, and I don't have stuff like all the plots unlocked. I only really have like a few plots unlocked, and they're not like that many as well. So, yeah, I have a lot of issues and a lot of things I should be working towards, which I also will. Um, I'm getting there. I'm working towards all of these things, slowly but surely. And yeah, the past update, right? I know it's been like a very controversial update, but I personally actually really like the idea of it. I've always been kind of against having like, an entire skill just be you pressing down two buttons and walking in a straight line um, for like hours and hours on end. And I feel like the Pest update really does actually help in, just kind of moving that gameplay loop a little bit, making it a little bit more interesting, right? Like instead of it only being visitors, now there's also pests you can, encounter and deal with, and that's pretty nice. And they just break up the gameplay a little bit more, make it a little bit more engaging. Even if it's still not, the most engaging thing in the world, it's still, at least a little bit more engaging, which, is nice. It's always nice when they make stuff a little bit more engaging. But yeah, I'm gonna, I'm grinding here, and currently I have, right, I have my sprayinator set to compost, and I've sprayed my two sugarcane plots with that, which means I've gotten a couple of mosquitoes and worms, because that's what compost gives, I'm pretty sure. It should be at least because that's what I've been getting. Right, I've gotten a couple of earthworms, and I've gotten actually 5 mosquitoes, which is quite a lot. And yeah, uh, that actually, funnily enough, makes me top 600 right now in mosquito ranking, which is kind of funny. Earthworm, I'm top 2000. Crickets, yeah. All the others I'm pretty bad on in. But specifically mosquito, I'm actually top 600, which is kind of funny. Um, it's obviously not going to last. I think when I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be significantly worse than that. But for now, I can say I'm a top 1000 farmer. Specifically, mosquito bestiary collection, which is like the most niche thing ever. But hey, it's something. Yeah. I do also very much appreciate them lowering in the garden milestones even more. I know they've been lowered once already, but it's nice to see them getting lowered again. I still think they're unreasonably high. Um, I don't feel like you should have to farm over 100 million of pretty much every crop. Um, and yeah, also here we have two pests, which is nice. Come here, mosquito. Another mosquito for the ranking. Let's go. No drops. With the mosquito, I am looking obviously for that super rare drop. I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one you need for upgrading your. Oh wait, that was moth actually. Oh, interesting. That wasn't mosquito. So that could have given me wriggling larvae, which is the edible thing. I'm pretty sure. But obviously, for mosquitoes, I'm trying to go for that super rare drop that upgrades your vacuum and gives you those season boosts. And it actually just turned into new season. Yeah, it just turned into spring. It was winter before. And also, there's going to be a cactus, cocoa bean, and wheat contest in 9 minutes. Sadly, I do not have a farm with any of those, with any of those crops on them, which is quite annoying. I did have a cocoa bean farm not too long ago, but I don't have that anymore because I've replaced it with a mushroom farm because I'm obviously prioritizing farming EXP right now um, over money, and like cocoa bean isn't even that good for money. There's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be cocoa bean farming. But yeah, it's a shame. If it had been like melon or pumpkin or any of those other contests, I could probably have actually gone for like at least a bronze medal. Obviously, my gear isn't very good, so getting gold or platinum or diamond medals is pretty much out of the question. But hey, I can at least still go for pests, which is nice. And there's another accessory, um, which is honestly the main reason why I'm doing this now, is for that magical power, because I'm kind of a magical power addict. I've spent a lot of coins on magical power, and I have a magical power of 1176, which is pretty high, especially for level 295. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on right now, is getting those pests up, and I think it's 100 or 200 pests or something you need to give them in total, and before you can get that max tier artifact, which gives you the max bonus pest chance and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. Also, a pest appeared. Mosquito, nice. Another mosquito, maybe good drop, good drop. Nope. But mosquito 5 already, which is pretty good. I'm only 2% of the way to maxing out, but hey, it's pretty good. I'm going for the clipped wings right now. Um, Also, buzzing beats of vinyl would be very cool as well. I don't quite know how um, Farming Fortune actually affects the chop chances. Because if it's like Magic Find, I feel like I should definitely have gotten some more of the rare drops. But I do also know that drops rolling is kind of weird in Hypixel. Um, because you don't actually roll for every single drop on like a monster kill, um, or like most monster kills. Um, some you do, but not all of them. And I think it's the same with pests. I don't actually think you're rolling for every single drop. I think you're only rolling for some of them. I might be wrong on this, but it's at least what I think. Um, but yeah, because I know it's at least like that with Slayers, because you're not actually rolling. Um, you are rolling for every single drop, but you only have like a certain amount of rolls, for example. And if the roll successfully rolls in like a high tier drop, for example, like a crazy rare drop, for example, takes priority over like a rare drop. So if you obviously it makes sense why, but in certain situations it can actually be kind of counterproductive, specifically with stuff like Blaze Layer, for example, because in Blaze Layer especially like as an Iron Man player, you much rather have like the distillate, um, and with the distillate I obviously mean Galgul distillates. You much rather have Galgul distillate than stuff like, you know, an Arc Fiend dice, right? Like you don't really care about an Arc Fiend dice. Just like you can't sell it and like it's just losing money if you gamble it. Obviously there can be reasons for like improving your health and stuff like that. But yeah. But yeah. It might be something similar with like pests, but I'm not actually sure. Because like 4% seems very high. And if, you know, my farming fortune, for example, actually works like Magic Find, I would have a 6 times chance, like 6 times 4% chance, um, to drop all of those drops, and there's like a 4% for every single one of them, which means, you know, 6 times 4% is like 24% chance, and across like rolling 24% chance like 6 times per mob kill, right? If we go into the beast area here, you see like, for example, slugs, just for an example, you know, they have, you know, five 4% chances and then a 2% chance, and then like some half percent chances. But like, seriously, like, this is like really rare, right? Like, I really feel like that, like, it's not rolling for all of them. I feel like it might be like a shared 4% job chance, right, for each of those. So that there's a 4% chance that you get either of them. And then maybe it could be multiplied by farming fortune, like with Magic Find, because then it would be like a 24% chance for me, right? Maybe a little bit less, because I think I have a little bit less farming fortune when I kill with my vacuum. Which would actually kind of make sense because I've dropped one dung, for example, in like I think 16 kills, and I did also drop a polished pumpkin at one point, which was actually very lucky looking back on it. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting because I definitely feel like I should be getting more. Like I would definitely have gotten more of those like rare drops. Also, Madam, nice, some nice copper. I should definitely have gotten like more drops if it rolled for every single drop on kill, like individually, and farming fortune worked like the exact same way Magic Find did. But obviously that could be completely wrong. Maybe it does actually roll the 4% chance for all of them, but I don't feel like it does. I don't know. It feels weird because those drop chances are like very weird. But yeah, I feel like farming fortune might not work like the same way like Magic Find does. It might be like instead of, you know, every 100 um, farming fortune, for example. All right, instead of, you know, every 100 Magic Find, you double your odds. Like you add another multiplier, right? Like with 100 Magic Find, you have twice the odds. With 200 Magic Find, you have 3 times the odds. With 400, you obviously have 4 times the odds. With 300 Magic Find, you have 4 times the odds. With 400, you have 5 times the odds, right? Like instead of it being like that, it might be like also Earthworms are really annoying because you have to like track them down multiple times. We did see, yeah, it is this guy. Right, find the worm. What? Do you always have to track it down 2 times? That's gonna be very annoying. Oh, plant matter. Okay, so that's actually extremely valuable for some reason. I feel like people are trying to grind out the slug pet right now. I feel like that's what people are doing, and that's why it's so expensive. Um, because that's like really fucking expensive actually. I might just sell these two actually, because I'm not gonna be using them, and it's some good coin. Um, and like they're gonna drop in price. Obviously, they're gonna drop pretty heftily because they're not that rare. Like they're rare, but they're not that rare. Also another earthworm. I don't actually. I know the obviously every single like pest has their like um. Okay, dung just dropped in price like crazy. Wait, no, what? Dung is at 900k? What is going on here? I don't know. I'm just gonna list them. Maybe they sell, maybe they don't. I don't really care too much. Obviously it would be some nice coins, but not the end of the world if they don't sell. But yeah, obviously like every single pest can drop their own little vinyl, which you need for that accessory, which I don't actually know if it's an accessory anymore. I don't really know. It might just be like an upgrade for. I don't know how it works because I know they changed a few different things, right? Like when it was in alpha, I know there was like a accessory, like a jukebox accessory, where you could choose which pests you would kind of hunt for in a way. Also, that Jacob's contact is active now. Sadly, I still don't have one of those farms, so I can't really do it, which is annoying, but it is okay. It's whatever. But yeah, yeah. There used to be that jukebox, right, on alpha, but I feel like they changed it. They changed a bunch of things, right? Like they added the pest repellents, and they added like they implemented this completely new drop way of being being dependent on farming fortune, right? Like they've done quite a few things to kind of just change it around, which is interesting. Another reason for like the pretty poor drop rates could also just be the fact that like maybe farming fortune doesn't work at all right now. It wouldn't surprise me if the multiplier, like the drop chance multiplier, just doesn't work right now. Um, because like you know it's pretty invisible and testing, and like it's kind of weird how that works, like how it would work, because it's a different system. Also, plant matter did actually sell for 1.3 million coins, which is insane in my eyes, but you know what, hey, prices are always insane when a new upgrade drops. I won't complain. It's easy money. But yeah, it's also like a nice profits per hour boost for someone like me who is like actively farming, for example. This new update, which is really nice, honestly. Right, just having like some RNG drops, more RNG drops you can kind of rely on to like make it a little bit of extra money. Kind of just getting a little bit of extra farming fortune because you're catching pests, right? Like stuff like that. It's really nice. Um, yeah. I also have 4 visitors now. I think I'm gonna go take a look at them. Also, the visitor timer gets reduced by something I know. I think, right? Because it's not. It wasn't. It's normally 15 minutes now, but now it's 11 minutes. They might have done an update. I haven't really followed along with like whole garden updates, like all the garden updates that have been, because honestly, farming isn't really my thing. But it's getting more interesting. I definitely feel like. Also, librarian has dedication 4, potentially. Turbo cacti 1. Okay, well that's not like interesting, but hey, we'll take it. Another a free 160k actually, which is kind of nice. 180k actually, wow. Um, and golden enchanted gold carrots. I need a lot of enchanted gold carrots right now. I need enchanted pork too. Ooh, that's not worth it. Yeah, no, that's not worth it. I'm gonna let you go. But yeah, enchanted golden carrots I need a few of. I'm just gonna buy half a stack actually, 'cause like I'm gonna need it at some point. And like I am kind of just focusing instead of like I am kind of focusing on the update itself, but I definitely am mainly focusing on just like improving my farming skill. Which is nice because like farming is tedious for me, and it's definitely my worst skill, like by far. Um, I like other than my alchemy skill not being maxed, which is just pure laziness, honestly. And it just kind of comes from just, I can't really be asked. And then obviously not having foraging very high level, but I am waiting on the foraging update, and I do genuinely mean that. And I'm not going to forage before that because it's hell. I don't think it's smart necessarily. Like, if you can stand foraging, I definitely feel like you should forage. Because obviously, when the foraging update comes out, having a high foraging level will allow you to earn more money too. Um, like from the update. So I definitely feel like it's an investment that's very much worth it, especially if you like plan on grinding the foraging update right when it comes out. Also, there's a beetle here. My boost might actually have ran out by now. I'm not sure. I will just check because you could apparently see it in your stats, which is kind of nice. Right, and Pesterminator from beetles. Pesterminators are very nice because it's an enchant that you can put on all your armor, and I think it goes up to like level 5 or something. Like, you need a lot of Pesterminator. Um, but yeah, if I go in here and I go into like miscellaneous stats, yeah, okay, so it did ran out. So I need to refresh my Spirinator. Actually, no, not like that. Yeah, compost. And then compost. Oh, lag. There we go. Okay. So now I refresh my timers. So now I should have that bonus pest chance again. Because I'm pretty sure it ran out before. But yeah. So yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. I feel like I was going down a tangent and now I just completely forgot. Like, I just completely blanked now. But yeah. Overall, like, yeah. I need 10 million counter of this thing. I've actually gone up like quite a lot of counter. I think I had like 1.2 million when I started today. I also don't really have any enchants on this thing. There might actually be some enchants I can put on this thing. I don't really know. Right, like cultivating. Yeah, why don't I have cultivating on this thing? I should really put cultivating on this thing. I'm gonna go in and just try to like fix some of my gear, because like, why don't I have cultivating on this? Do I have cultivating on my other things? I do have on the pumpkin dicer, and I do have on the melon dicer. I don't know why I didn't have cultivating in my turn hoe. I do also have cultivating in this potato hoe. This potato hoe I got is like from some guy who sold me his Ender Dragon pet too, which is kind of interesting because it's like, oh yeah, I guess that's kind of funny, but it's like, it's kind of weird, right? Like a potato hoe. It's just a little funny. Anyway, give me that cultivating book. And then is there anything else? That probably most likely is, but let's just start with this thing. There's dedication, right? Dedication is quite expensive. Right, because it's like 100 mil. Maybe I should just go for like dedication 1 on most of my tools. There's obviously dedication 4, which is something you want. I do think I'll put dedication on at least you. My pumpkin and my melon milestones aren't that good. Um, so I don't think I'm gonna go for that, but I'll definitely put it on my sugarcane hoe. I feel. And it costs copper, right? Pretty sure you can buy it for copper. Alright, warp garden. Pretty sure you can buy it at the desk for copper, right? Right, you can at least, yeah, dedication 1 there. There's also green thumb, which is like also interesting, but yeah, let's just buy dedication 1. And then let's do /x, and then put it in this thing. There's also farming for dummies, obviously, which I could go for, but I'm not going to go for that right now. There's actually um, turbo, fuck, what's it called? Turbo cane, right, this thing. Um, 200k for turbo 5? What? That's like free. Okay, sure. I think I have enough. I think I got a silver medal in sugarcane. I might not actually have gotten a silver medal in sugarcane. Oh right, they moved Anita and this guy over here. And I actually have 8 unclaimed rewards, which is crazy. Right, okay, but a bunch of them are just like 1 Jacob's ticket, for example. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I got this one for bronze, which is actually interesting. I didn't notice that. But yeah, I got that one, and I got a bunch of like other very minor ones. I don't actually know when I've gotten these. I think I've just gotten these like killing different stuff. And I got a bronze there, and then I got another bronze. That one I got today, and then I got a silver here, which I'm actually quite nice about. That's actually insane. Like, look at silver. Silver's 50k for a mushroom. Oh my god, that's crazy, actually, yeah. That's definitely gonna be something I'm gonna go for um, pretty soon. But yeah. Anyway, that's actually a good amount of Jacob's tickets as well. But yeah, I don't think I can really. Oh, there are the Anita's rings actually. Oh, I can get a Anita's talisman now. Personal best I can't get. I could go for like that, but I don't think I have a gold medal. And I don't actually have a silver medal in Kane, which is annoying, but it's okay. But yeah, let's actually go for this one because I have enough now, right? Yeah, cool. There's also like fungi cutter, but that's kind of shit. Yeah, I don't really need to use this. Dildo kit is interesting, but I don't really need it. I feel like I just need the Nita rings right now. Let me look at medals actually. How many medals do I have? Wait, where do you see how many medals you have? There. I have 2 silver medals. Okay, so I could potentially upgrade this actually if I get enough Jacob's tickets. Do I have that? Because I do have a few in here. Okay, so I don't have enough, but I do have some. I'd need 36 more. You know what? Sure, I'll buy 36 more, unless it's like stupid expensive. Yeah, that's not that bad. And then I can upgrade it to a Nita ring. Nice. And that's an uncommon accessory. Cool. I will also recom that. Not right now, because I'm kind of broke at the moment, but that's nice. So that's an extra 15 farming fortune as well during like a random like for a random crop during like the contests, which is really cool. There's also there's another thing I'm actually missing, like another talisman that's called oh, what's it called? It's an artifact. Fermento artifact. This one. Yeah, which is 33 mil. I definitely wanna buy. Okay, with Recom it's not cheaper. I would just have to buy this one. Which is definitely worth it for me. Like at the point of my where I am. Like at the point in the game that I am at. But yeah. Also, yeah, now I'm gonna actually be able to level up cultivating too, which is gonna be nice, because ooh. Also, more pests, nice. I feel like I'm making quite a lot of progress, which is really nice. It's always fun, like getting a bunch of progress and like a skill you're completely new to, like completely new at, um, because like you always like get a whole bunch of oh dung, nice. That's like 700k right now with buy orders for 200k, which is funny. Um, yeah. Also, where's the surf farm? Oh, over here. It's gonna dig again, right? Yeah, which is annoying, but it's fine. Where is you? You're over here. There you are. Come here, earthworm. Nice. Ooh, earthworm is sampler vinyl, so I actually got a vinyl now, which is really cool. Uh, chirping stereo. Chirping stereo. So, what actually drops the chirping stereo? I do not remember. I don't even have like that piston locked. It's not the slug that drops the slug. It's not the rat. Is it the no? Oh right, it's the cricket. No? Yeah, it's the cricket, right? Yeah, chirping stereo. But yeah, it's an upgrade for your thing now, right? Because like if you go in here and then you open desk and then you go to like Sky Mart. Yeah, so it's just an upgrade for like the maximum infinity vacuum, which is cool. But yeah, I got an earthworm and sample vinyl, which is actually really nice. Um, I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon, but hey, cool. Actually got a vinyl. Um, I wasn't expecting that. Another visitor appeared. Cultivating leveled up. Nice. I'm gonna getting so many cultivating levels like right now, which is like gonna be quite nice. But yeah. So yeah, I'm almost halfway actually to garden level 11 too, which is gonna be cool. Um, my milestone is gonna be in a while though, so there's nothing too soon. But yeah, the next like metal I really want to get is I want to get like silver sugarcane, for example. But right now, obviously, I'm just focusing on getting my farming skill up, because like I'm still stuck in crappie armor, which I don't actually remember. What's the next step after crappie? Because there's femento, there's crappie, oh yeah, squash armor. Yeah, I obviously want to get to unlock squash armor at farming 35. And then afterwards, I want to go for obviously full fermento, which should both give me a pretty decent buff in farming fortune. Obviously, I'm still leveling up my mushroom cow, which will also give me a good amount. I could maybe instead go for something like, instead of my mushroom cow, I could go for like an elephant pet, because it is better, like significantly better for like contests. So it could be nice, obviously getting that, but for now, I feel like it's okay to just go for elephant or go for mushroom cow and get it leveled up. Because I do know that mushroom cow does have like potential to outperform elephant if it's like, you have enough strength. Now, I do have really good magical power, which is like the main way you can get a bunch of strength. But I don't have stuff like my tunings, or like I do have my tuning set on strength, but I don't have stuff like, I haven't redone my enrichments to strength, for example, because that would get me probably an extra, maybe one extra farming fortune or something from my mushroom cow. Which I could obviously multiply because I do have my daedalus axe, which is actually quite an advantage, especially for mushroom. Because like I actually have a chimera-free daedalus axe, which means I'm getting plus 217 farming fortune from it. And like compared to this, for example, right? Like I'm getting, like even for sugarcane, I'm actually getting less farming fortune in total, which is kind of crazy. I'm still going to be using this because it's giving me wisdom, um, which is something I really, really want. And then it's also giving me, it's also allowing me to actually make it better, right? Because it has counters and stuff, um, which will make it better in the long run if I just farm with this. Even though I could actually get more farming fortune just farming with my day axe, which is actually hilarious. it, it's not a big difference, but it's like an extra 30 farming fortune just by farming with my day axe. Because my day axe is just like so good. The only thing that's kind of sad about Dayax is that you can't use it for like every crop. Like you can't use it for melon or pumpkin, which is obviously it's not sad. But hey, they have RNG dicers, which is cool. Then the really funny thing is though that it's actually like meta. Oh, more pests. It's actually meta for like mushroom, for example, which is why I've actually been able to get like a pretty decent. Also, mosquito bestiary 6. I feel like these bestiary milestones are going fast. Right? Like I have 9 and I'm at like 7 out of I'm already at 7 out of 15, which is just insane to me. But yeah, the firm here is not taking damage for some reason. Come on, thank you. Just gonna dig and then I have to find it again. There you are. What is it? I need to look at what the Earthworm's RNG drop is. There you are. Also, it's kind of funny because like you deal like for example there I dealt 1500 or like instead of one just 150 it actually dealt 154. Which is kind of funny because I'm pretty sure that's because of the Bluetooth ring, for example. Um, actually, wait, no, because the Bluetooth ring shouldn't be active. I don't actually know where that 4 damage is coming from, but it's definitely coming from somewhere. Which is kind of funny because, like, you know, oh, sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's pretty late, also. Also, my dung actually filled, which is interesting. I will relist this one because I don't actually think it's gonna fill for like that much. Like, I don't think people are actually going to buy it for 900k, but you know, I definitely feel like people are like manipulating prices right now, though, because like I don't see why dung and plant matter should be like that expensive. It's like, yeah, I guess it's nice, right? You can get that extra 50 bonus pest chance, which is obviously very good, but like just to have like priority for some certain mobs, right? Like I feel like it's really not worth that much, right? Like I feel like it's much better just to like stick with something like tasty cheese or like compost like I am instead of like bothering with like the other ones. I do think I will switch off compost soon unless the earthworm orange is like crazy or something. That's the wrong skill. I have to go into combat to check. Right, the earthworm. Oh, there's our bookworm's favorite book. What? What is that? Is it on H? Bookworms. Let's just type bookworm. No. I guess it's on Bazaar? Maybe? Yes. Bookworm's favorite book here. When applied to vacuum. Oh, right. It's the vacuum damage thing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going like fully for damage right now on vacuum because the other one I'm going for, which is the mosquito one, is the Reforged Stone, which I think doubles your damage. It did at least in like clip wings. If we go on like Bazaar, I think it's on Bazaar. Clipped wings here, yeah. The buzzing reforge. It doesn't tell me what the buzzing reforge is, but I think I can hex it actually. Yeah, yeah, I can. And then yeah, doubles the damage of the vacuum. And then pest drops plus 3 comps. Okay, so BDIs actually have a use now, which is good. But yeah, I still feel like doubling the damage would be better, especially because like with like max books, with max with the Reforged Stone and max books, and the best vacuum, you can one tap pests, which is like really nice. Because like then you don't actually have to, wait for you don't have to spend as much time chasing them down, and especially for something like the earthworm, right? Like instead of you having to find it again and doing all that stuff, and like also with like think with the cricket because it flies away, it's just kind of a nice quality of life improvement. I feel. But yeah, generally I really like this update, like the pest update for garden. I'm a big fan of it, but like I do know there's a bunch of especially like more veteran farmers who are more against it, and I do understand why, right? Because it kind of takes that AFK money making method and it kind of makes it significantly less AFK, right? Like I definitely feel like it. Ooh, another mushroom contest. Actually, I might go for another silver medal then. I feel like that would be a good use of my time. Because I do need medals, obviously, and I can always exchange silvers for gold later on. I still definitely can't get like gold medals in Mushroom, but I wasn't that far off last time. I think I was like 50,000 off or something, which isn't too bad, but it's obviously not good. I do also have to check like with like Melon King. I think I can actually visit him right now. Is it still Melon King you go for like the best farm designs? Is it like melon underscore king or something? Oh, oops, I forgot. I have to do this. Boop. Doesn't allow guests. Okay, I don't think that's him. Where do you get like good farm designs? I don't know. I remember there was like a guy you could visit, and I thought it was Melon King, but maybe his username is not like that. Maybe it's like a different way it's spelled or something. I don't know. I could Google it probably, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just reading the Pestinator description. Because I feel like bonus pest chance is kind of a weird stat. Because like, it's obviously, you have a chance to have multiple pests spawn instead of just one, which is obviously nice. It does help, right? Like you can get way more pests by having multiple spawn at a time instead of just one. But on the other hand, like pests are tied to like a timer, which means that like, it's not like, farming fortune, for example, or like, man, you find where you're just boosting your odds for something to happen. You're just like boosting the amount of stuff that happens when it happens, right? It's kind of like a bonus visitor chance, right? Like instead of, speeding up the amount when your visitors spawn, it's just like you just get an extra visitor sometimes when they spawn. It's kind of weird. I feel like they should maybe just have made it like pests spawn twice as often or something like that. I don't know. Because like, but I do also see like why you would do it like this because it could definitely like be annoying if you'd have to like constantly go up and find pests, right? I do get like it is maybe nicer to just like be able to farm for like longer and then like have bigger bursts of pests spawn at once. I do understand that. But there's also I think there was like the seasonal perk with like the highest tier vacuum, which gave you like 50% extra pest or something, which is like kind of weird. Because it's like it was actually like instead of just giving you bonus pest, it was giving you actually like best pests spawn 15% faster, right? Like the cooldown between pests is 15% faster. Also a beetle, which is interesting. Not just a pest vinyl. Okay, I got another vinyl, which is cool. This one is actually worth a little bit for now, but I'm not going to sell it because it's not really that much, and I'd rather just keep it. It's kind of funny because I don't have the vinyl for the mosquito, but it's like the mosquito I've killed by far the most of. So turbo mushroom is like free. um, Kind of funny because how these like turbo books are, right? That's like people don't really do melon. People do mushroom all the time, so it's like basically free, and like people do cane too quite often, so it's also very, very cheap. Just kind of funny. Also, I keep going into the wrong place. It's a little counterintuitive, but yeah, like, but I'm top 300 in mosquitoes for now, which is cool, I guess. Doesn't really matter, like, but hey, it's cool. Something, you know, something. Also, yeah, yeah, I still piss Terminator for you. I don't have the fly unlocked and the might. I don't want to see the might, but yeah, cricket. Cricket was attracted to what exactly? I feel like you could. Where could you see it? Was it talking to you? Oh, where's exchange pass? Yes, I know. Can I? Heaven knows what he does with them. I don't ask those. Oh my god. Philip East eats pests. He eats bugs. Oh my god. This guy is like fucking weird. Oh yeah, honey jar is for cricket. Okay, but I feel like honey jar is probably gonna be extremely expensive too. I would consider spraying with honey jar, but if it's like actually really expensive, I'm probably not gonna. Yeah, it's 700k. It's not expensive as the other one though. I thought that would definitely be like the most expensive one because it's like the one you need to like upgrade significantly, but I guess not. But yeah. I'm considering making a video about like farming as well, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna. Because like I'm not a good farmer. Like really. It's like the one area of the game where I'm like not confident at all in like the information I provide. Like I kind of understand how the different things work and like I do get like how you can kind of improve in certain areas, but like I don't really understand farming. Like there's a bunch of ways you can get farming fortune, and a lot of them are kind of obscure. It's not kind of as intuitive as something like mining is, for example. Like in mining, it's pretty easy to kind of get like a kind of mining fortune just by like following the pretty standard progression route, right? Like just by like getting powder, right? Like you can basically only really get it from like three places, and that's like from powder, um, from your armor, and from your drill, right? Like that's basically where you get mining fortune. Like I think there's maybe a couple of different sources, but they give you very little. And stuff like your pet, for example, doesn't matter nearly as much as it does in farming. Um, because like the best thing you can really do most of the time is like Scala, and that's like a plus 125, which is like barely maybe a 10% boost in certain scenarios, but yeah. And then obviously there's like Battle Pet, which is really good, but other than that, in farming, for example, right now, like basically a third or like a fourth of like my total farming fortune is directly coming from like my pet, which is like insane because like it's just like a cheap ass pet, right? Like it's my mushroom cow. It's like extremely cheap. Oh, excuse me. Right, like it. Right, right now it's 8 mil, which is actually insane. Why is it 8 mil? What? It should not be 8 mil. Also, ooh, I'm 296. Nice. Mushroom cow. Why are you expensive? Right. What? The cheapest mushroom cow right now is a legendary mushroom cow. What? Why? Why is mushroom cow so expensive right now? How do you craft mushroom? I think I might be able to craft a mushroom actually. Yeah. Oh, it's digested. Oh, right. Okay, you actually need a lot of digested mushrooms. Yeah, sure. I might have that. I'm not sure. Let me check. Small nether sack, and if we do like digested mushrooms. Ooh, I do. Okay, I can actually craft a mushroom cow. I think I'm gonna do that right now, because mushroom cows are extremely expensive for some reason. Crimson Isle. Mycelium. It was like 2 stacks of this. 1, 2. And then it was a super enchanted egg. Super enchanted egg. There we go. Boop. Buy instantly, buy one. Ow, that is kind of expensive. But, there, mystery mushroom cow pet. Boop. I did not switch to like a petlock pet. I should probably have done that. Yeah, I definitely should have done that. That's an epic. Okay, well. Also, that's some nice money. Don't mind if I do. That was from my Kudra session last time I streamed. So I'm just gonna put this up for like 700k. People aren't buying it. Also, Life Regen did not sell, but that's kind of more to be expected. Also, this is for some reason like really expensive. I'm gonna put it up for 8 mil. I don't know if it's actually gonna sell, but maybe. It is the cheapest mushroom cow right now in auction house, but it is also epic, so it's like I don't feel like it should sell, but we'll see. If it does, obviously that's poggers. 8 mil, but if it doesn't, it's fine. Also, I'm gonna put this back. I do have biofuel as well, which I'm probably just gonna throw out. I don't really care about it. So turbo mushroom is so cheap, I don't really care about it either. I will keep the life regen, but I don't have an iron hoe. Did I get that from a visitor? I probably did. There is that one visitor that like gives you iron hose, I'm pretty sure. Also, my visitor queue is almost full. I should probably go empty it. Oh, lag. For some reason, my game just has big lag spikes every so often, but that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's kind of funny how like much information you can get from tab, like when farming, because like compared to every other skill, like when you're doing combat, you almost never check tab, right? You sometimes check tabs when you're doing dungeons, but like, not really. But like with farming specifically, right? Like you can get so much information from tab, right? Like you can see how, if you're to your next garden level, you can see how many copper you have. You can see, how is your composter doing? You can see visitors. You can see when the next visitor comes. You can see your farming level, your progress to your next farming level. You can see your current speed. You can see your farming fortune. You can see like crop specific farming fortune. You can see, you know, when the next Jacob's contest is. You can see so many things that are like really relevant to farming. Which is like very unique because you can't see that otherwise normally. I like, yeah, you can't really, like, you have to open your menus and stuff, and like, yeah, you can't see it in your hotbar or something like that. Also, Dark Auction is starting at 5 minutes. I might just go to that. Yeah, I think I'll go to this Dark Auction. I don't have that much money. Like, I only have 600 mil, which is not that much money, especially when it comes to like, darker auction things. But it should be enough to at least like get something. If it's like, relatively cheap. Like obviously it's enough for basically any like normal dark auction. And obviously I'm just looking for flips mainly. If I get a really good deal on something um like a wither artifact, I probably will keep it, but like otherwise it's gonna be for a flip. Because I do need bank. I'm trying to rebuild bank right now for G-Drag. So yeah. With that in mind, I will also just kind of clear out my visitor queue right now. So I don't have to worry about my visitor queue filling up. I didn't read what I just accepted, but hey, um, I'm not gonna bother with this. Go away. Enchanted cookies. Yeah, that's fine. Also, dead bush, which is apparently 10 coins. Who's paying 10 coins for a dead bush? Also, that's very cheap. We'll take those. But yeah, it is 7 p.m. I'll get to like the main lobby at like um 10 p.m. I should that should be plenty of time for the darker auction. Yeah. Are dark auctions more common like during Mega Scorpius? No, I don't think so. I think they're just longer, right? They're just longer and have darker auction items. If I get a deal on a plasma nucleus, will I keep it? Probably not. I do kind of need a plasma flux. Like I only have an overflux. It's on my island right now, but I only have an overflux right now. Um, and like I'm doing Kudra, and like they are in Kudra. Like generally, I could definitely use a plasma flux. Also for Blaze Slayer, for example, I could use a plasma flux. Even though obviously you probably rather want like an alert flare, like a SOS flare eventually, but that's also stupidly expensive. So yeah, and like the thing about the plasma flux is it also gives you like I think a significant more mana regeneration compared to like an overflux, because like an overflux gives you a lot of mana regen, but I think plasma flux gives you even more. I could be wrong though. I'm not 100% sure. Um, Actually no, I'm quite sure. Plasma flux, right? Like plasma flux, yeah, it gives 125s, whereas like an overflux, if we do overflux, overflux here, only gives you 100. So it's an extra plus 25% mana regen, which is actually pretty huge, honestly. Like genuinely, that's actually kind of nuts. Also, I'm gonna go to the hub very shortly. I've also like at this point farmed like over like 1.5 farming levels, which is very nice. So yeah, I will just go to the hub at this point because this is basically 10 p.m. And then I will just make sure I have my coins. I will withdraw everything. Make sure I don't have like a bunch of coins sitting in the bazaar or something. Only 2 mil, nothing too special, but I will claim it. Could help. Um, these, I don't feel like they're gonna drop in price anytime super soon, so I'll just sell them. Purple candies. Um, are still at terrible prices, which is sad. Fuck. Purple candies used to be at like 20k before the Great Spook, and then the Great Spook happened, and then they dropped to 16k, which is sad. But hey, it is what it is. Also, I'm gonna equip my Golden Dragon just because like it's more of a flex, I feel. It's gonna give me a luck. It gives me Magic Find even though it's not even hatched. I'll also just equip my Burning Crimson just so I can feel a little bit more flexy, and then I'll hold out my Chimera Dayax. Just for maximum flex factor. So this guy's Diamond Necron. Is that Diet Armor? No, but it has a Freezing Rune. This is pretty expensive. Some good dungeon armors. This guy's definitely a dungeon goer. Pretty average dungeon goer, not gonna lie. I feel like he does too much more. Yeah, he's a Cata 50 player. Jesus Christ. Cata 50 players are fucking crazy. I swear to God. I don't see, like, get how you can, like, have the patience for Cata 50. You'll be signed up for the Dark Auction. Signing up to the Dark Auction. You'll be warped once it starts. Yeah, hopefully I actually get in. Oh, I do. Nice. Don't kick me. Thank you, game. Starting in 40 seconds. There are some very high level players in here, so odds are I'm not going to be able to get anything, but hey, there is 7 rounds. Also, the highest player either just nicked or he left. There was like a level 400 something guy in here, but I think he just nicked and left or something. I'm not sure. And there's actually a surprising amount of people who are like very low. Purse? Ooh, okay, that's good. 100, 200, 292, 200 million? Yeah, people are like actually not that high up in purse. That Dreadnought guy, I feel like he might be with an artifact. This is actually one I'm actually interested in, like genuinely, but obviously I won't be spending like a stupid amount on it. I'll just let them go. There's no reason to bid on it because you'll lose the money like for the entire round. You should only really bid on it if you actually think you have a chance of getting like a good deal on it, but obviously I don't think that's going to happen for this one. I'll bid on it if it's like, a few seconds left. Yeah, maxed out. So yeah. Already at this point, I don't think I'm gonna bother bidding on it. Yeah, I definitely won't. This guy, is he Iron Man? Sparkus? No, he's not. He's just bidding pretty high. So yeah, this guy gets like actually basically not a flip at all because he has to pay auction taxes. So that's right on with like auction, right? Like if he needs the talismans himself, he saves a bit of money. But other than that, it's basically nothing. Also, Vicious books. Nice. This has 5 enchanted books? What? That's so weird. So random. But yeah, 140 mil. I do actually need Vicious as well, because I don't have Vicious on my Terminator, which is also in my on my island right now. And yeah, people are pushing this. This guy really likes pushing this. And now the next bit is literally like the same as AH. Blubberflub did bit on it, but hey, you, what the fuck? This guy accidentally bid. This guy's just bidding on everything. That's Sparkus 667 guy. Travel Skulls is serious. Oh yeah, okay. Is this like 100 mil? This is worth 17 mil. What? Why? I'm guessing people are just like buying this for the seal. Probably. I will bid on this just because it's basically free. Like, I don't think it's gonna stop me like getting anything. Yeah, they pushed it. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. Yeah. Well. Mm, mm. 20 mil for 16 mil item is crazy. It's really not that crazy though, because like it's pretty cheap seal progress, but I won't bid on it anymore. So I just realized Deralius' skin like very much looks like Scorpius's. Sharpness 7? Ooh, interesting. This NPC does not own a happy phone. Can I add Sirius to my contact? No. Also, how the fuck does Scorpius not own an happy phone? I feel like that's a lie. I guess he wants to be off grid, right? Like he wants to hide from the authorities. So yeah, I'm not gonna bid on this, like genuinely. Also, yeah, not a flip really. Kind of is. This Sparkus guy is bidding on everything. Like holy sh. Right. Holy shit. He's bidding on everything. I guess he can, right? Also, this guy's paying 5 mil for seal progress? That's crazy. Okay, sure. If that's what you want to do, Mr. Now main. Plasma nucleus. Oh, this is potentially an item I'm actually interested in. We're 395 mil though? Jesus Christ. That is crazy. That is actually pretty crazy though. We'll just let them push it up. Okay, yeah, kind of what I thought. I'll definitely like bid at least to like 350. There's no reason to stop bidding at like anything where anytime before. Also, what? Excuse me? Yeah, okay. Really? Huh? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay, someone else bid. Opine, you're not actually Iron Man, so I don't know. But yeah, next time it's not profit anymore, so I'll just let them have it. For that much coin. Flower minion. Oh man. Is this the last round? No, I don't feel like this. There hasn't been 7 rounds yet, right? I feel like there's gonna be multiple flower minions. 200 mil? Yeah. Buy the flower minion for 200 mil. What the fuck, man? Okay, actually get this. I feel like it's 30 million coins or something. 300 mil flower minion, but yeah, flower minions are like for some reason extremely expensive. But I'm pretty lucky because I did actually buy my own flower minion for like I think 7 mil or something. I got a pretty good deal when I bought my initial flower minion. Yeah, like it's been like it's an expensive thing, right? Like flower minions are expensive, but they're not too bad. Or like they at least used to be not too bad. Now they're like 30 mil, which is insane. But like you kind of have to think about this. Like what you're actually paying for is you're paying for like 12 minion tiers, and you're paying for a legendary talisman upgrade. Um, so it is definitely worth it, right? Like for the Skyblock XP on its own, it's honestly not that bad of value, but it's still like it's a fucking flower minion. How like dank can it be? Annoying fuck. Jesus, Melon Lover, 36 mil. Also, Midas staffs are going for 260. Let me actually look up on the price tracker really quick. Um, price tracker. Hopefully they don't like Midas staff. Can I add a filter? Price per level. Is there not price paid? Starting bid? I don't actually know. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna trust the AH thing. Ah, okay, interesting. Well, I'm not gonna pay for that. F E. Alright, show's over. Okay, well, bro lost a staff by 3 mil. Unlucky. Yeah, that was interesting. Um, that was kind of a waste of my time, but hey, you know, it's not that bad. It's fine to try your luck once in a while, right? But yeah, no luck this time, but it is what it is. It's fine. I'm not like too mad or anything. I'm not mad at all, but yeah. Also, I just realized my stream is at 30 FPS, which I feel like is kind of low. I don't know why I'm streaming at 30 FPS. Can I not slow good quality? Encoder preset? Medium quality. I feel like that's good. And then video bitrate is good. What? I can't comment if yet. I can't reset or like increase my frame rate. I need to do that before next stream, because when I'm playing Minecraft, I can easily stream at like at least 60 FPS. It is not a problem, but yeah, I was like, it's because I have been streaming like more demanding games, just like not really Apex Legends, but I was streaming I think Slime Rancher, which is like for some reason really badly optimized for streaming because it has like uncapped FPS and like hogs your resources, like genuinely hogs your resources. And then I've also streamed like Outer Worlds before, and I've also streamed like a couple of other things before. Also, yeah, Pest. My spray has definitely evaporated at this point, or like gone out at this point, even though I did actually still. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. You don't have any plant matter. Yeah, oops. Could have wasted a mill there if wasn't because I didn't have any. Where are you? You're over here? What? There. Hi, Earthworm. What are you doing? You silly little guy. You silly little guy. There you are. Come here, Earthworm. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Earthworm. Also, yeah, wow. 2,100 beast tiers. Sheesh! That's another million combat XP. I have a, like, 4 million combat XP just sitting in here, which is actually kind of nice. I'm definitely going to dump that into my G-Drag at some point. I think I'm going to wait till, I could jump it into, like, I'm definitely going to wait till therapy, but I could dump it into, like, an egg, actually. I don't feel like that would be too bad of an idea, but I feel like it might be more value to just dump it into, like, an already hatched one. Not quite sure, actually. But yeah, let me actually look at these. So there's dung, honey jar, tasty cheese, compost, and plant matter. So how about we go tasty cheese? Is there two different pests that like tasty cheese, or is it just rats? Because like if it's just rats, that may be a little bit boring. Maybe I should just stick with compost. So you like tasty cheese, um, and mites like tasty cheese. Okay. Well, then let's try tasty cheese actually. Bizarre. Tasty cheese. Give me a two, a two, then do boop, and then wait for it, boop, and then boom. I should be fine now, right? Also, it was like, I feel like there was tasty cheese coming out of my ass when I flew there. Also, I don't know why I went into third person. So I'm farming the wrong way. Oh my god, everything's going wrong here. It's fine. I'm a professional streamer, right? Something like that. I think I'm gonna stream until like the next mushroom contest, and then I'm gonna obviously complete it, and then once it's done, I'm gonna stream. Cause I just kind of wanted to like test out this new update and like kind of see how it is, how this pest thing is. Cause honestly, it definitely like brings a little bit more life back into farming for me. Cause otherwise, farming has just kind of been really really boring for me. I still don't think like this is the most riveting content ever. It's not like too interesting, but I still feel like you know, it's better than what it used to be, definitely, with those pest breaks and like, that there's visitors, and then obviously if you also take advantage of like contests and like dark auction, you can actually do quite a few different things. Although it's definitely kind of like janitor work for me, it's definitely still not my favorite skill. I still vastly prefer like, combat and even fishing, honestly. I really enjoy fishing as kind of like that armchair skill. Because it's, a little bit more engaging and like there's some really cool RNG drops. Right? Like even trophy fishing, right? Like you're fishing for diamonds, right? It's very exciting when you get that diamond trophy fish. It's like, yes, let's go. Like also you can actually make some pretty decent money if you like obfuscate fish, for example. Um, and yeah, you can just like, do a lot more things with fishing, right? Like your setup is also in some ways more engaging. Not all the ways, uh, not all the ways definitely, but in some ways. But yeah, it is sad though that they had to like fucking gut fishing EXP because I definitely feel like early game fishing is not very interesting, and it's a real shame that like people are forced into like fishing like early game. um because like it's interesting until like up until like you unlock the emperor, but then like from then on like there's just a good like 5 levels where like nothing happens, like nothing changes. Like I think like at level 21 you unlock a new sea creature or something, but like other than that, like the sea creatures you unlock are really uninteresting. Like if you go into sea creature guide, you kind of see like it's all the way up to like levels, fishing 27 before you like actually start unlocking stuff. And like otherwise it's like everything else is unlocked before like fishing 20, like right around fishing 20, right? Like everything else is like, way, way higher up, right? Like event mobs are like way higher up. Like there's level 22, but like who the fuck fishes for lava pigment? No one does. Right? And like, yeah, it's like the Emperor, right? And then it's like, okay, you can get Phantom Fishers in like spooky festivals, but like that's spooky festivals, right? Like you can't even get Great Whites until like fishing 24. I think there's just a solid 5, 6, 7 levels where like nothing happens. And then like once you get to like level 27, all of a sudden stuff starts happening again, all the way up to like level 36, right? And then like it's another gap until like level 46 or 45, and then boom, you get Drawbus, and then it's like, okay, now I'm end game fishing, right? And then the last 5 levels up to 50 are like not that bad because like you're end game fishing and you're actually making decent money and like you can actually do what you want to do, and you can actually have good gear, right? You can actually have Magma Lord gear, you can actually use Inferno rods, you can actually use, Hellfire rods, you can actually use good gear. And yeah, it's just like kind of funny to me because like it's a real shame because like you really have to get like a pretty high fishing level before it becomes like genuinely enjoyable, in my opinion at least. Obviously, some people will disagree and some people will say like, "Ooh, water fishing is like the best thing ever." But like I don't really think so, and I feel like most people don't think so. Also, why am I getting mosquitoes? I fertilize with the other thing. I thought I was supposed to get like mites and rats. There's a rat. Okay, well that's something I guess. It's gonna be my second rat, so I do actually think it's gonna give me a beast remain time. Yeah, it will. Nice. Also rats, right? Rats drop rat pet. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't think there's too much to go into there. Rats are definitely like the least interesting mob, uh, like our pest, because it's like the rat pets already existed. It doesn't have a use. It's not useful for anything. Like it's a pretty boring pet. It doesn't really do anything. It just kind of sits there. You can give magic find to other people. You can give magic find to streamers. Wink, wink. But like other than that, it's like it's not useful at all. Like seriously, like it's not. Like I guess you can equip it whenever you're like AFK, but I think like the ability doesn't work when you're AFK, and like it's just, the only thing it really is like magical power. I do kind of appreciate though that they actually added it in the game, um, mainly for like Ironman, because like it actually means that Ironman can actually grind pets or like grind rat pets, or grind for a rat pet instead of having to be like RNG carried with like finding rats in hubs and like because like rats don't spawn very often in the hub, right? And like pests actually does give a legitimate way of grinding rats because like you can obviously use tasty cheese for lure, and then you can do stuff like um, putting your chirping tune to rats and stuff like that. So you can actually grind for rats. And you also have much better chances because obviously it's based on your farming fortune, which if it does work as Magifine does, actually gives you really good chances. Um, but obviously if it doesn't, it's like pretty meh. But hey, also I just realized I'm farming with my golden dragon egg and not my mushroom cow. Uh, oops. It's not that bad though, because like I do actually need XP in my golden dragon too, so I'm not complaining too much. I didn't waste too much, but obviously it would have been better if it went on my mushroom cow, because like first of all it gets more XP from it because it's an actual farming pet. And yeah, it's actually gonna outlevel my griffin. Like it's outleveled my griffin at this point. Also, wow, contest started. I did not realize. I'm gonna get over to mushrooms ASAP, and then I'm gonna use my Chimera DX, and then start farming. And then also set this to like 125 speed. I think I had it on before, which was like a little bit too high. But it was like fine. So I think I'll do like 115. I think that should be probably better, potentially. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty good. Um, yeah, I feel like this is pretty good. Then I just do this until the thing is over. Hopefully, like this is good. I'm not sure though, because like also I need to refresh my sounds again. For some reason, my sounds like keep breaking. But yeah, I've gotten a little bit more magical power. Obviously, I have my talisman as well on mushroom, which is kind of nice. And yeah, I think I got like a mushroom cow level or two or something. I didn't get a farming level since the last time I attempted this contest, so it's like very minimal, like the amount of farming fortune I've gotten, like improvement I've gotten. But it's something. It should help a little bit. It's at least at like an extra 15. Also, yeah, I forgot. I should probably actually give my pests to this guy, Mr. Philip, right? Empty my vacuum, which is actually plus another 200 farming fortune, I think, which is actually good. Oh, okay, no, 150. I see. Not quite plus 200, but 150 is still very nice. That's like 150 farming fortune I didn't have last time either. So maybe hopefully I can at least like get a decently high tier. I should have silver pretty much guaranteed. But obviously if I could get gold, that would be huge for me. Because that would first of all be my first gold medal, which is very nice. Which means I could do stuff like upgrading the Anita Farmhand perk, or like the extra drop perks. And it would also unlock farming level 51 for me, which would be very nice. But yeah, obviously gold is probably a lot to ask for, considering like I don't have that good of a farming setup for mushroom, like at all. I have 34 extra fortune, and like I have a total of 960 fortune for mushroom right now, and that's like with really good boosts from Pest Guy, and like I don't have a good farm, I don't have anything of that nature. So I definitely feel like it's going to be a struggle, but hey, maybe there's hope. I have hope. I'm a hopeful person in general. But I do definitely see gold is getting further and further away as time goes on, which is a bad sign, right? Obviously, if you want to get gold, you should be like catching up to gold, but I'm not. Gold is definitely slipping away. It's only by a few hundred every tick, like every update, but a few hundred is definitely enough to add up over the course of the entire contest, obviously. So I definitely don't think I'm gonna get gold, but hey, a man can dream, right? And then obviously it goes up by more once I get to the end of my line. I have to turn around. I know there's also like other mushroom farms that can be like more efficient if you like do different layouts, and obviously if you just make these rows longer by having multiple plots in a row, you can get like significantly better rates. So you're just gonna more consistently be breaking mushrooms. But yeah, at this point in the contest, I am doing significantly better than I did last time, and I think that's basically purely because of the best boosts. Like that, an extra 150 farming fortune I'm getting from bests is actually huge. And I really do like that they added that addition because it helps a lot. Right, like with getting like contests, because what you can do is you can stack up a bunch of pests and then you can like dump them all at once for one contest, and then you can get like plus 200, I think I saw in the patch notes, for like 30 pests, for example, for that entire contest, which is huge. Like an extra 200 farming fortune is actually huge. So yeah, it's very nice. It's obviously at the cost of some downtime in between contests, but I think that's completely worth it. Um, yeah, mushroom is also like the best farming XP crop, which is good for me because I obviously need farming XP. I might actually get a farming level after this contest ends. Also, a pest appeared. I don't think that's an issue, right? Pests don't start taking stuff. Also, I got Jerry actually. Wow. My visitor queue is also full. This is kind of a little bit stressful. Also, yeah, it is over my head. That I think it's mosquito. I don't think it matters though. I think I'm just gonna ignore it. But yeah, there is a chance I get gold, but it's very low. Um, there's a couple advantages from the last time I did it. Obviously, I have more farming fortune, which is obviously the main thing that's gonna give me a decent shot at getting gold. But the other things is that last time Jerry's Island would open, like it just opened when the last mushroom contest started, like the event happened, and it gave like an alert in chat for everyone that you could come visit Jerry Island, which means that I think there was a lot of people who skipped out on like doing garden stuff, like a lot of earlier game people who skipped out doing garden um, to prioritize Jerry Island, which means I do think there's going to be more people participating. It does depend though, because there might have been like better competitive like other contests last time. Like Mushroom might have been like a lower tier contest before. I'm not sure. Like I know like the current contests that are like active does impact like what people kind of go for, because if it's like harder to farm crops such as like nether wart and cactus, people tend to like not really want to do it as much. Oh, and obviously if I lag a bunch, that's gonna hurt my rates significantly. But yeah, overall, I hope, I'm praying, but I don't think it's gonna happen, sadly. But hey, still gonna hope for the gold medal, even though I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen. Would be a huge W for me though, because it would allow me to get that extra perk from Anita, and would allow me to do like obviously get extra farming fortune, and obviously it would give me some more Jacob's tickets, which I can also use on upgrades and stuff. So yeah, it would just help me so much if I could actually get this gold medal, but it's looking very unlikely. I am at around the percentage I ended at last time, which is actually nice. Because last time I ended at around right around 16% or like 15, I think 15% or something, top 15%. And now am at top 15.5%, which is obviously cool. I do need to be top 10% for gold, which is looking unlikely because of how, far away gold is currently. But yeah, I'm still gonna pray. It's very unlikely. I think last time gold had like 200,000 or something, like 216,000 or something. I'm not quite sure. Which honestly I could get 216,000, I think. Also a guard milestone, that's nice. Doesn't actually help me with farming fortune, but it does give me garden XP, and obviously farming XP. And that farming XP could actually come in clutch, both for leveling up my mushroom cow, but also just actually giving me like an extra farming level. Because it is looking like I'm gonna actually level up during this farming contest, which is very nice. I'm gonna be farming 33 after that, I think. Which 33 is very nice. It's still 2 levels off squash armor, which is obviously going to be the next milestone. But it is an extra 4 fortune. Actually, I think it's like an extra 7 fortune or something, with all the level dependent buffs currently. I do just realize I could maybe swap to Lantern Helmet. Actually, because I am using an axe, but I don't actually know if it counted as an axe. I don't think day axe is actually counted as an axe. I think it's counted as a sword, which is stupid, but I do actually think that's the case. But yeah. Crossing my fingers. Gold hasn't slipped much more, but it's slipping a little still. I do know at like the last 5 minutes or something, people kind of stop farming, right? People drop out, people kind of leave. It kind of happens during the entire thing. I'm actually at top 14% at this point. Oh my god. It's like, oh, top 16 points, oh, 13.6 actually. Oh, it's like so close. Gold is actually like kind of getting a little bit closer, but like not really at the same time. It's so close. I think with like perfect farming, I could maybe have gotten it, but I don't think so. There's also people actually like getting overwhelmed by pests and stuff as time goes on because like people aren't like as like pest aware. But yeah, I do think if I was like a perfect routing and stuff, I could potentially have gotten it like with a better farm. But I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. It's so close though. Like it's genuinely really, really close. I'm gonna end up at like probably 250 something collection total. Which might be enough. I don't know. I do know. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be really close. I remember it was like 60,000 off last time, which I don't think I'm gonna get 60,000 more collection than last time. Like I've definitely climbed a few percent compared to last time, but I don't think it's gonna be enough for like 60 extra thousand collection, right? Like I got a lot more farming fortune from pests, but it's not like 60,000 extra collection, I don't think. I do think I'd need to have something like maybe 1,100 farming fortune to like actually pretty guarantee mushroom. Maybe just have like a higher level mushroom cow that might actually do it. because obviously it has the collection perk as well and stuff like that, and it scales very well with Dayax. Um, yeah, like genuinely, I think like just a higher tier mushroom cow would probably get me there, but obviously I don't have that right now. And gold is slipping still. It has slipped another 3k, so it's looking very unlikely, but hey. I tried my best. Does not look like I succeeded, but hey. It was pretty close, right? Like top 6, I'm top 13% right now. It's pretty close, definitely. It is a couple percent better than last time as well, which is nice. I do know there's kind of like the people at like top at like top 20%, there's definitely like more people leaving because they're like, you know, silver is secured, I'm not gonna bother going further, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. 12.9%. Yeah. Like I'm climbing in the percentages, but the gap to gold is getting larger and larger. So yeah, I think it's pretty much over at this point because I don't even think I can get like another 30k within this time frame that I have. So yeah, very valiant effort for me, but I'm not gonna get there, sadly. Simply don't have enough farming fortune. But yeah, also I lied. I'm not gonna level up at the end of this contest or like during this contest, but I'm gonna get damn close. Yeah. So after this contest is over, I will completely finish it just because I do want to, and it does give me some farming EXP, which I do desperately need. So, you know, farming mushroom is technically the most efficient thing I could be doing, because it is the crop that gives the most farming EXP. By card up margin as well. It's like significantly better than pumpkin, which is like the second best. On the other hand, like pumpkin is pretty good for money. Whereas like melon is like the best for money, but like not that good for farming XP. But pumpkin is better for farming XP, but not quite as good as for money, but still good for money. And then there's like mushroom, which is not that good for money, but very good for farming XP. And yeah, 12.8% sadly. Obviously, if Finnegan was mayor, this would be an absolute wash and would be easy. Even with old Finnegan, I would be in gold, but then again, it's not mayor. Obviously, right now it's Scorpius, which obviously should be mayor. Like, the special mayor should be the mayor. Pretty much always. Pretty much no scenario where you wouldn't want the special mayor to be mayor. But yeah. Gonna have to swap over to my next farm again. Very rooting, but hey, it's kind of interesting. No, I feel like it's not that bad. Contests aren't like the most exciting thing in the world though, like they very much aren't. It's just, you know, kind of old farming, but like for 15 minutes. It's kind of weird, because like, that's kind of what contests are, but like, you know, personal best, yeah. Yeah, so it's surpassed my personal best with like 2 minutes to spare, 2 minutes left. And like last time I was plus 60k. This time I'm gonna be significantly less, but I'm still gonna be plus a decent amount. Oh my god, lag. It's a bad time to lag too, because I wasn't like actually farming. It's probably NEU causing those stutters though. I know NEU is like a really laggy mod. It absolutely eats your FPS and just kind of tears away at your CPU too. So yeah, it wasn't 200k, I think it was like 260k, yeah. 250k, I think it's gold. Yeah, I'm gonna be at like 25k. But yeah, significantly closer than last time. I did close the gap by like another 30k, which is cool. I did get like another extra 100 farming fortune or something because of the buff, but hey. I definitely think with either a high level mushroom cow or a better farm or like a combination of them and like maybe a little bit higher farming level and stuff like that, I could very easily get like the mushroom contest gold. Obviously silver is still nice. Silver is still a silver medal, which is nice, definitely. But, you know, it could be better. Yeah. Contest ends in about 40 seconds. Then I'm gonna clear out pests, and then I'm gonna empty my visitor queue, and then I'm gonna call it for today. Yeah, top 12%. That's crazy. Like the last 2% is like so much. Like 30k collection, which is insane. But yeah, it is nice with like the percent, like the top percent, because like it genuinely like helps you quite a lot with like kind of figuring out where you are. Also, yeah, farming contest is over. I'm gonna just into the silver bracket. Yep, and I collected 220k, which is not bad. So yeah, it's like 255k or something. But yeah, at bestiary, it's an extra little bit. A fly? Have I got a fly before? Oh my god, BDIs. Nice. And a honey jar. Not bad. Honey jars are like 2 mil right now? What the fuck is going on here? I don't think they're supposed to be 2 mil, but hey, okay, sure. BDIs as well. That's actually really cool. I will put that on my vacuum. Just because I can. And like, hey, plus 3 crops is not bad. Um, and 15 damage is not bad. Obviously, the other one is better, but that's actually kind of nice to end on that. To end on a RNG drop. Hey, maybe someone has an overgrown grass on my visitor queue. Who knows? Pumpkin Dicer is the one that gives me the most. I paid one of the treasure hunters. I don't care. Yeah. It's not that good of a deal, but it's fine. Little powder, I will take. Enchanted Cactus is worth it. Stella, Ella blocks, sure. Cherry is obviously always worth it. Enchanted Cactus Green. Um, do need a lot of that, but hey. So I'm just gonna like um, create a seller for this, and then like create a seller for this as well. Then I'm just gonna throw this one out because like I don't really care about it, and then I'm gonna probably just fill my inventory with like cactus green, honestly, because I'm not gonna be farming it anytime soon, and like might as well. Gonna need it for stuff. But yeah, nice Lumina. I'm gonna make some dragon lanterns, polished pumpkin. Yep, sure. Also, yeah, farming level. Nice. So now I'm officially farming level 33, which is nice. Actually, plus 400k coins for leveling up. That's not bad. Nice. An extra 5 health also is honestly not bad at all. That's nothing to scoff at. That's honestly really useful in a lot of places in the game. Extra for farming fortune, and then an extra 1 from rancher's boots. And I think there's another place or 2 that depends on your farming level. Maybe not, but definitely a nice buff. Right, mushroom cow is at 87 still. Still a long way to go. Before I can like officially start being end game farming. But I did definitely make a good dent today. Um, New update, very cool, very poggers. I have 800 copper, which is not bad. That's the one I have right now though, so I would have to save up another 200 to get this one, which really doesn't matter. Like I'd have to get all the way up to here, so I need another like 3,500 before I can really get any sort of boost that like actually matters a lot. So yeah, visitors we're making a pretty good dent in for now. But yeah, I will go into crop upgrades. I can actually unlock a couple more for mushroom, for example. I can't do this for like pretty much any crop. Do you think I'll get them at least to tier 3 for now? just for some extra Skyrock HP. I do think I'll upgrade you too. But yeah. Otherwise, I could also upgrade my dedication on like my sugarcane hoe or like put dedication. Oh, there's dedication 2 on this already. Could put dedication 2 on this thing. Do have my potato hoe, which doesn't have any dedication actually, which is interesting because it's like pretty good. Yeah, it's actually really good. Wow. Significantly better than my data life stack too. But yeah, anyway, I'm quickly just gonna do this. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode or this stream. I don't know why I said episode. I'm not like a daily Iron Man guy. I was actually considering starting an Iron Man series. It would be nice if you could tell me if you would be interested in that. Um, Otherwise, yeah. Final thoughts on Pest Update. I like it. I like it a lot. I know it's kind of controversial, but I like it a lot. I feel like it adds a very needed layer of depth into farming. Honestly, I feel like they could have even gone a little bit further and maybe like added, you know, boss pests or like, some kind of other things to pests. That's like, like make them like genuinely like a very integrated part of farming, right? Like maybe make crops have like special pests they attract more, or like, I don't know, just kind of make pests even more like interesting. Maybe you could like trigger a swarm and stuff, like, you know, just kind of break farming up even more. Because even with like farming contests and visitors and pests and all that, it still gets a little bit tedious. It's definitely a lot better than it used to be back in the day when there was none of these things. But I still think they could have gone even further. But I do also know it's controversial, and I definitely do know there's people out there who would absolutely hate it if they went any further and already feel like they have gone way, way, way too far, which I do understand. But I feel like they could have gone further. But you know, it's to their own. Um, yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now. I hope you enjoyed watching. I do like streaming, uh, even if it's 201, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna get some sleep, and I am considering other video ideas. I might do one on farming. I don't think I will though. I might do one on like doing just like basic slayers, like kind of showing off kind of how pretty end game and like high tier um, setups for like basic slayers can look like, and maybe I'll go do like a Kudra guide, kind of like how to do different parts of Kudra and kind of how to play Kudra. Um, please tell me if you'd be interested in that. Obviously, I can't do Infernals here, but I could do like a pretty basic tier Kudra guide. Um, and yeah, um, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll definitely be grinding farming quite a lot. So if you want to see more farming, I probably will be streaming more this week um, with farming related content. So yeah, um, I just hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye.